Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be going down into the second scenario in the Naval Academy of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So in this particular scenario, we're going to play the USS Monitor against the CSS Virginia in the Battle of Hampton Roads. So when we first come in here, you see we have the ironclad and we have a fund of $7 million to build one, and our enemy fleet is one ironclad, which is a CSS Virginia. And this is called first turrets, and this is because the CSS Virginia really kind of was so even though it was an ironclad, it still had a traditional armament of kind of like broadsided, cannons. The Monitor, however, was using a turret with two cannons inside of it, and so this actually ended up being adopted for basically. Even till now, we still have turreted weapons on side of on boats. In this case, even centerline mounted. So, anyway, we're going to go back through here. Choose your bonus. We got 90 minutes to sink the CSS Virginia, and what we're going to do is I'm going to choose on this particular video the bonus of firepower, and then we're going to start. And when we come into here, we're inside of the dry dock. We can put our ship together, so we have our turret right now. And we can move the turret around. So what we're looking at here is we've got our weight offset, roll, and engine efficiency. We can, let's take a look here. We've got our main tower as it's already up here in the front. We got our secondary tower, which is this one here in the back. We can shift this around, but we want it as forward as possible to keep the weight offset kind of where we need it. We can tack on some more funnels. Let's monkey with this for just a second. Do we get anything? That moves 1.5 smoke capacity. This moves 7.7 tons versus 12. This is almost double and only moves another half, so we're just going to stick with what we had. And we could stick 3 on there and get pretty good performance out of the engine, where we can do the 9.2 knots. I really don't need to worry too much about range. We're going to flip that down because we're not really going that far. The draught above the water line, we can crank that up just a little bit there. We don't really care about crew quarters on this particular scenario. We can't implement any of these other types of things. Or we got standard shell ratio, base fusing, standard on the cap. We are running heavy shells. I suppose we could run super heavy, but do we need to? Standard shells. We're going to use brown powder, TNT for the bursting charge. We have no way to increase the hydraulic. We can put this on there. That's going to send us well over our available funds. So we're just going to take that off. And I think this is kind of where we're going to sit. We can increase our main belt armor. We do have a little bit of weight left, and well, we can't really increase it a whole heck of a lot okay, so we need to add more weight forward, so I'm going to increase our forward belt armor to kind of just even this out, and I think that's probably good enough. So we've kind of got our ship built here, so let's go ahead and launch into the scenario and see how we do. Some parts are badly placed. Why do I have some parts are badly placed? Oh, it doesn't like where I've got these. Might not let me put these. Yeah, we're going to end up going something like that, I bet. Which is going to basically make my engine efficiency drop off. Can I really stick a... It won't let me do that, huh? Okay, it did that time. So we should have a little bit more maneuverability, or a lot more maneuverability than the Virginia has. So we should be able to maneuver around. Now let me, so we're engaging. And we are traveling as fast as we can go here. And what we're going to do is hook around. And as you see, I'm like underwater here. That's not a good sign. That was one of the problems with the Monitor, is the Monitor really, with its deck being low to the ground like it did, it was really a horrible ship at sea. It just did not do well. Now, if we come over here, my engine vibrations and everything are causing me to have basically less accuracy. So I'm going to decrease this down to just 7 knots. And I mean, the CSS Virginia is traveling at 9 knots, but I don't think it has the same ability to turn that I do. And hopefully that makes me a little bit better at seakeeping, because I'm feeling like a submarine right at the moment. What I'll try to do, at least in this scenario, is to get behind the Virginia. And, well, it's kind of a mixed bag, really, for me, because the Virginia is going to have its most powerful guns on its fore and aft, and so he hit me that time, but it looked like it ricocheted. But it's got more guns on its broadside. And I bring the same guns to bear, which are larger than his, as I maneuver around. Okay, so I'm in set on fire now. I'm going to slow down to 5 knots now. Yeah, I've got quite a few penetrations on that one. Now, I think in the real battle, the CSS Virginia and the Merrimack, I do not believe either side was able to penetrate the other's armor. So this is kind of a interesting scenario. So he got another partial penetration. So partial penetration in this case, I mean, they're iron warships, right? Those shells hit the side of the iron, and you might get spalding off on the inside. And I think that did happen. I can't remember if it was on the Merrimack or the Merrimack, the Virginia or the Monitor, but you did have individuals who basically were injured due to hits. I don't remember. I don't think any of them came because of penetrations on the armor, though. Just really the weaponry at the time was just incapable of penetrating these types of ships' armor. So now we've rolled in behind the Virginia. So he can only bring one gun to bear against me. Granted, it's his best gun, and he just got a hit on me again. Another partial penetration on the belt. And I'm on fire again. I'm really taking kind of a beating here. Now, for whatever reason, oh, you know what? It's how I've got that set up. He can't fire straight ahead, I don't think. So we're going to try to turn until I can get my turret exposed to hit him. I supposedly still don't have that swung around far enough. There we go. Now we're fighting back. So we got an over penetration, so I am probably better off just going ahead and taking his broadsides, to be honest with you, because he's only shooting at me with 7-inch guns off the broadside, where he's got 9.2s on the back. But on my turret, I'm carrying two 12-inch guns, which, according to the game, I did an over penetration, so the shell passed completely through the ship before it exploded, but the reality was that's not historically what's going to happen here, I don't believe. So I'm keeping my speed low because if you look over here on the right, I've got this 26.1% engine vibrations. I basically can control that by decreasing my speed and get a little better accuracy. And so this is my reloading over here on the right with my 12-inch guns. So he's almost reloaded. Oh, it sunk because it flooded. So that is the Merrimack in Virginia. Hope you enjoyed that video. Let's take a look at the ship stats. So he basically did 214 points of damage to me. I did 450 to him. The flooding is what got him, so I hit him with that over penetration, which caused the ship to flood, and then eventually it sunk because of that. So that's that scenario in a nutshell. So the next one, we'll play the other side as the Virginia. And really, we've kind of run through these. I might, I don't know if I'll play all these. Really, the difficult one was as the USS Maine, which maybe I'll actually go do that one next, because that is just a horrendous ship. I mean, the way it's designed, I really struggle with that scenario. Anyway, though, hope you liked these videos. If you did, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. That'll help my channel out a lot. Appreciate you watching and look forward to seeing you back next time. Thanks. Take care.